Hey, what's going on, guys? So today is Saturday, and yesterday, the Beamer went for a safety, and I found out what else it'll need. So the front calipers are really sticking, and they felt fine driving, but I took them all off and go to compress the pistons in them, and they're like rock solid. I've got one side is like actually impossible to compress. The other side's a little looser, but still really sticky. So, hopefully I can loosen them up a bit, and then I won't need to buy new ones. But I don't know. They're at least the left side is pretty far gone. So I'll see if I can fix it a little bit. But overall, this weekend is gonna be a big weekend for just refreshing the Beamer, because what I'd like to get done, hopefully I have enough time, is I'd like to refresh all the trim on it. It's super faded and everything, so I'm gonna probably give a coat of spray paint to everything. And then the interior has this wood grain that I'm not a huge fan of. It's not the best wood grain, so I bought some wrap for it, so I'm just gonna wrap over it with a nicer wood grain. And getting an early start today, so I have plenty of time this weekend to work on it. Like, it's like 8:30 in the morning. So tired, but let's get to work then. I just checked out the brakes. The passenger side doesn't seem that bad. It's a little stiff and sticky, but like it works at least. Now the driver's side is like completely jammed. So I just ordered one. It'll be in at noon. So which is kind of really shitty, because I gotta go into Whitelaw's and pick up the sway bar links, because guy that did the safety said that these need to be replaced, so I pulled them out yesterday. So I'll install the new ones today. Want to find out what kind of brake fluid this thing takes, because I will need to bleed the brakes. It uses .4 brake fluid, so I'll see if we have any laying around here, and if not, I'll pick up a bottle while I'm in town. But it's a bummer. The caliper's like $80 if I return the old one for the core charge, so I'll definitely do that. It's $150 if you don't, which is insane. So it's literally half price. But yeah, I guess I'll get to it. I'm also having an issue with the knuckle, so I'll be probably next. I'll be running into town, because I think I'm pretty much done for everything I can do here. I don't think there's anything else. So I gotta grab the sway bar links, caliper, and over here, if you remember when I snapped the bolt, I drilled it out and everything, and then I went to town. I picked up 2 bolts to like yesterday, to try and get to work, but I can't find any nuts for them. So like every nut I put on there feels like it fits fine, and then I go to like tighten it up, and it just like starts to like strip all the threads. So I don't know what the hell is happening with that, but I'll go when I'm in town. I'll find a bolt that'll work for one of these, or nut that'll work for one of these, and if not, I'll just find a new bolt, I guess. I don't know what else I could do. So yeah, I'll probably head into town then. So what is up, guys? I'm back from a little shopping trip in town. I have brand new brake caliper, nothing special, and then I got the 2 sway bar links that I needed, and I also came home with the proper hardware for the knuckle to attach to the strut. So Yeah, I guess I'll just install everything now, bleed the brakes, and then change oils, change spark plugs, and that'll likely be it for today. Alright, I've got a bolt, and I've purchased a nut for it because apparently we didn't have any laying around here. So these ones actually thread in, so that's better than last time. But should be a pretty easy install. Just stuff it through this side. I'm gonna throw a washer on it, and then toss the nut on this side. This one should be a pretty easy install. All I've got to do is put the brake caliper back on, put the brake all back together, and well, that's it. Now I've got all the brakes back together, and they seem to be doing better, I guess. The bolt's all installed. I had to put the boot back on. You can't probably see it on the half shaft there. So now all that's left is these sway bar links. So as you can see, we've got the new ones in the packages, old ones sitting here that I took out yesterday. So let's open these up. So it appears that the new ones aren't much different. They look almost identical other than it has a blue boot. But yeah, you can definitely tell the old ones are a little worn out. They just kind of flop about. And the new one's nice and like stiff. It feels real nice, so hopefully this will make the car feel a little better. I couldn't really feel it before, but I'm sure it won't do anything. But that's fine, it's just to get it safetied. So now that I've got all that done, the entire suspension area and everything is all back together. So I'm just going to throw the wheels on, and then we can get started on an oil change, and I'm going to be changing all the spark plugs in this thing just to give it a little refresh, make sure it's running right, and I think that's it. I didn't really have anything else planned, but we might... Maybe we'll pull the interior today then, because then I can bring it inside and let it warm up so it's ready to be wrapped tomorrow. So then I'm not like bringing it in out of the cold early in the morning, and then I have to like, you know, let it condensate as it warms up and wipe it off and everything. So I think I'll bring it in tonight. So yeah, I'll pull all the wood grain out of this thing, because gross. So, yeah, I'm just going to throw the wheels on, and then we'll get started on the oil. Yeah, I'll start with the spark plugs. Spark plugs are in, everything works. I'm just going to put the cover back on over top of the engine, and then we'll start on the oil change, and that'll probably be just about it for today. I've I've taken off, I don't know if you can see it under there, the plastic panels that cover everything up, and everything under here is absolutely filthy. And I even popped the top on the oil filter, and that oil is pretty black. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty freaking black. So that's not always the best sign. I don't know if the guy who owned this did regular oil changes or anything. Like, even the spark plugs, I'm guessing they're still the OEM ones that came in the car back in 2002, because they say BMW on them. They're really fancy looking, and they're black and corroded and gross. So I'm happy I changed those out. I honestly don't think like this filter has been changed in so long. Like, it looks horrible, and just like listen to this thing. I feel like filters just shouldn't be that gross and easily breakable. Like, it's just so crunchy. So that's great news, knowing that this Beamer is probably treated like shit most of its life, but it's not like that's gonna change when I own it. The oil drain plug is back in, so now we're all ready to fill it up full of some nice 5W30. So I got some Valvoline. I don't know. I think this is the exact amount we need or something like that. I searched it up, but I always got spare oil in case we need it. I'm gonna spill this everywhere. That's not bad. Better than Dylan did. He spilled like a whole jug of that shit. Oil change is complete. Next, I'm gonna do the interior. But before that, what I'd like to do is, this engine bay is filthy. Now, you can see where there's now oil all over here, and then it's dusty and dirty everywhere. So what I think I'm gonna do is just grab some stuff, spray it all down, and then wipe it all off. So it's like 5 in the afternoon. It's already starting to get pretty dark out, so I just cleaned the guards that go underneath the car, because they were absolutely disgusting. Like, I feel like this dude, or I guess the multiple people that have owned this car before me, never gave a single shit about it, and like never cleaned it once, because there was just so much grime and everything. Like, it took me like a good like half hour just like scrubbing the guards that go underneath, and I mean, kind of a shame that nobody cared, but that's fine. I'm gonna care about her, so I guess. But all I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna film it because lighting is horrible, but I'm gonna pull all the wood out of the interior except for the shift knob, of course. Maybe the shift knob, actually. We'll see. And I'll bring it inside to warm up, but that'll be tomorrow. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll paint all the trim on the Beamer and wrap the interior and maybe give her a wash depending on the weather and how cold it is and how soon we get everything done. Let's be honest here. So, I guess that's it for today. So, see you guys later. Peace.